I'm on my way to Delaware. Stopped at Pulp. I opted for the chocolate banana today. Oh, very good choice today. Some good Sunday traveling drink. Oh no. Chocolate banana peanut butter. Oh yes. So I want to talk about the aged horses, ringing through all the videos today. Aged horses, Brave World won last week. Race great for Harry, and then Harry and Travis. Harry asked if we could give him a week off. Obviously, it makes sense. I mean, the horse is going to have to jump to the non-horses too. Racing every week, give him a week off, and we'll race him back. And I suspect he'll race very good because of it. So, great plan laid out by Harry, and hopefully it pays off for our boy Brave World. Next week, Compass Rose DC is back in back in Northfield. Right now, we'll freshen her up for a week or so and then race her in the near future. Cruising in Style, I believe, is racing this week. I should maybe check that before. I think I saw his name on the calendar. He'll be racing this week, I'm sure. Don't believe me, just watch. Enter at the LASEX program. Now, little update for everybody. I know Harriet said, listen, Anthony, that non-winners of 70 is going to get real salty. It's getting really tough already. And it may have been, a precursor to why he maybe started bleeding. You can't, when you go to the bottom every week and they race every week, this can happen sometimes, especially in this heat. So I know a lot of people have been very happy that we've been able to dodge the condition claimer with Don't Believe Me, Just Watch, but I believe that path will be one we will pivot to very, very soon. So he will be going into the condition claimer probably this week or next week when we get him on LASEX. Globetrotting raced good last week, obviously winning 52. She's in to go at Yonkers. Now, the Yonkers before was a little different. Hold on. Yeah, that's tasty. The Yonkers before, she didn't have hobbles on. She had the rail. Now we got I believe, middle of the gate post with hobbles on. If we're going to do financial damage, I guess, right now in North America, the easiest path to do so is Yonkers. Yonkers a half-mile track that goes for, $250,000 every night. It's an incredible amount of money. I don't know how they do it, but obviously the casino hooked onto the track is fairly busy. But whatever. It's there. We're going to use it if we can, and we're going to race our horses there if we can, if we have horses to race there, I suppose. So Globetrotting, we'll see how she does this week. I'm a little more optimistic about this race now that Ronnie and I'm not sure who's driving her, but now that they understand more about the filly, what she's all about, what she's like. Brian just, obviously we weren't planning on putting her on the front, but she just kind of landed on the front end last week, but very quiet doing it. Brian's got such a calm, quiet hand to him as a driver. A real rare commodity, I guess, in the industry. A lot of great drivers. Not many, I don't think, get to the level of Brian Sears. It's just the way it is. The way he's patient, quiet with a horse, how he can get them to race so good and carry their speed. He's just an incredible driver, and I don't know. I doubt he's driving her at Yonkers, but it'd be great if he was. I'm not really sure who we have. I know you guys can look it up. There's no point sending me a message. By the time I finish this video, I will look it up and know for sure. So there's that. Path to Totality. I can't drive her on Tuesday. I have to drive 1-2 skip a few. I make it as clear as I can to everybody. I'll go where I think I'm needed, and I believe I am needed with Path of Totality, but not quite as much as 1-2 skip a few. This is a real pivotal race in 1-2 skip a few's entire 2-year-old season, and the ramifications of what takes place on Tuesday could be very positive or very negative, depending on what takes place. So I think it goes without saying I have to be in Delaware on Tuesday. I think we'll ask Hunter Myers to drive Path of Totality. Listen, Path, feed her into the gate nice and slow. Do not leave with her. Drop her in a hole. Follow a helmet. Race her the last quarter. Pretty simple. much like making pancakes. Yeah, you can screw them up. It's not that easy. Spirit of Dio, I told Jason last week to gallop her a little bit. It's hard to go a slow mile with Spirit of Dio. She's such a big bully bugger. You can't say, we'll just go an easy mile in 30. There's no such thing. She's bully and strong in the mouth. So I just said, you know what? Fine, we won't play our game. Gallop her. So we galloped Spirit of Dio last week twice. We galloped her Saturday was the last time I watched him gallop her. She looked good. So we'll see how Spirit of Dio is this week. One step at a time, baby steps. But we'll get back to where we were. I think we avoided any issues with her, which is important. We were extra cautious. Yes, we were, but for very good reason. This is a very good horse. Taima Houdini didn't race as great last week. We'll see how he bounces back. I mean, I know a lot of people still have their eye on Michigan for Taima Houdini. We'll see how that plays out. What I would like to see is an opportunity for him to race every week in Michigan. The problem we ran into before was he was always drawing the outside. It was always every 2 weeks he raced. It just wasn't really good for him or for the group. So we'll see if they're going to ride a trot and fill it every week, then yeah, he potentially could head back to Michigan. White Tiger raced great the other day. That's probably one of his better races. That's him though, right? Sit, close down the lane. That's White Tiger. So, obviously James is a good fit for him. We'll have him back in to go this week in racing, but he raced great last week. And then obviously, yes, has been incredible his last 3. Yeah, I might have got tossed 2 starts back, but that wasn't the horse's fault, and it obviously was my fault, but it was unavoidable at the time. So the bounce back race from him last week, though, was absolutely nothing short of fantastic. He was awesome. Heading to Delaware this week with, yes, there's a 4-year-old race I actually did pay him into in February. I didn't know I did. I forgot I did. I looked on his staking schedule, and lo and behold, there it was. 4-year-old Open in Delaware Jug Week. So Wednesday, you'll see our boy. Yes, that'll be no cakewalk there. That will be tough horses there. But you know what? He's been itching for a fight, and I think we'll find one on Wednesday. So those are the age sources. We do have some horses that potentially could get added to this list. As I'm looking for babies, I am looking for horses to replace the ones we are inevitably going to turn over. If we can sell the horses that have 60 made and 5 wins and replace them with horses with 1 or 2 wins and 20 made, I think that makes more sense. It gives us some room and horses to race throughout the winter. So that's what we're trying to do. We may buy maybe a higher end trotter or pacer if there's one available at Harrisburg or the Lexington Select Sale, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But for now, just have my eyes peeled, looking around for potential horses for us. I may have already scooped up a couple. It's in the mix right now. We'll see how that plays out over the next week or so. So that is the aged horses. A little update on some other things going on. A little update on my drinking situation here. A little chocolate, banana, peanut butter smoothie from Pulp. Oh, very good. Talk to you all very soon.